You see, most of us, we get caught up in this trap of being perfect. And I think there's this wonderful concept, there's this wonderful way to look at it. Because people just try to live this perfect life of never making mistakes. Because they're scared and they're afraid of being judged by what other people are going to say or about the mistake or a failure. You know, when we're kids, we make mistakes and we get embarrassed by our peers. We get embarrassed by the kids at school who say things about us, and we feel judged and we feel like we're not good enough, we could have done better. And we become obsessed with this thing for perfection. We feel like we're inadequate, like we failed if we've made a mistake. And it's such false thinking. It's such a false way to view life. It only gives us more inaction and this view of failure, because the truth is your life is never going to be perfect if you learn to take action. When we take action, failure is it's inevitable. Failure is going to come. It's the cost of trying. And the movers and shakers of this world, the people who go and achieve amazing things, are the ones who take action. They think about the outcome. They don't think about the negative consequences of this might happen, this maybe happen. They just do it. They approach it with this positive frame of mind of the outcome. They see that it's going to work out. They see the outcome they want. They see the positive of what's going to happen when they put the time and energy in. They visualize that. They see it happening. They see it coming to fruition. And when we try to build this perfect life, when we try to build this perfect thing, I like to see it as this crystal staircase. And we've got these dreams, we've got these things we want to achieve, but the truth is we're just so caught up in analyzing everything. We're so caught up in our mind looking at all the options, all the planning, the construction of this perfect thing to make it a reality. We get stuck. And I really think it's like this crystal staircase, right? And you're standing at the bottom of this huge crystal staircase. And I mean, this thing is shining. It is beautiful. It's crystal. It's untouched. And at the very top of the staircase, you can see at the very top is everything that you want. It's the money. It's the success. It's the fame. It's the accolades. It's the house. It's the cars. It's the impact. It's the business. It's the relationship. You can see it all at the top of this crystal, beautiful, untouched staircase. And you're standing at the bottom. And as you look up to the top of the staircase, you look back down at your feet. And you've got these old, muddy, dirty shoes on. And you've been wearing these things through mud and dirt and mess. And you look back up at the top of this staircase and you're so scared, so worried that if you take one step up this staircase, that you're going to mess it up and it's going to get dirty and it's going to crack, or you're going to break this perfection. You're going to break this perfect staircase. So because you don't want to make this staircase dirty on your path to achieving the freedom, the life, the relationship, the house, the cars, because you're so scared about taking that step, you don't want to dirty it because you're petrified, you're scared, you're worried, you just want to be safe and you want to keep this thing clean and perfect. You don't want to get out there in the world and you don't want to mess up your staircase. But the truth is, that's what life is. Life is you wearing these old, dirty boots that you've walked through mud and grass and dirt. And they're your mistakes. You're going to fall over, you're going to get dirty, you're going to get cuts and bruises and scrapes, and you're going to be embarrassed by those if you let them define you, if you let them embarrass you, if you let other people and what they say and other people's words and looks determine how you see yourself, if you let other people's view of you impact you taking these steps along the crystal staircase to reach your goals. And if you don't keep your eyes on the prize, you're never going to get to where you want to get to. You're never going to achieve that thing that no one else is going to do, the thing that only you're capable of. You're going to end up like everyone else who's too scared to take step after step to muddy your crystal staircase, to walk your life and your failures and your setbacks up this crystal staircase. You got to have the guts to mess up your crystal staircase. But a lot of you don't. A lot of you don't want to do it. And it's this comfort. It's this comfort of having the goals of what you want to do, of having this vision of the relationship that you want, of the house that you want, of the impact that you're going to have on the world, and all these things that you could do. Well, I could have done that if I really wanted to, if I really applied myself, if it had worked out a little different. How many of you are actually putting into motion and actually taking the action to do it, to go and achieve these things, to go and change the world? Man, that number is a small number. The number of people who get out there and they take the steps and they do the things, that number is so minuscule, it's so small compared to the people who never take the step on that staircase to begin with. The number of people who aren't afraid to dirty the staircase, to take step after step no matter what, that number is a small fraction of the people who say, I could have done it, I should have done it, because it is such a rare quality. It is such a rare thing to just get out there, to just do it, to get the feedback, to get the results, and take step after step up that crystal staircase, to screw up, to mess up your staircase, to make mistake after mistake after mistake, to get setback after setback. You're gonna make this staircase dirty, and when you're 10 steps up, you're gonna look down and it's gonna be messy, and the path up is gonna look clean, and you're gonna be scared to take more steps up this crystal staircase. But you're gonna take step after step after step, and you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, wow man, this journey was a mess. I messed up time after time again. I messed up time after time again. I don't know how I was going to make it, but I found a way. And it was a long path. But you know what? As difficult as it was, I made it. And it was worth it. And when you get to the top, it's not the goal. It's not the house and the cars. It's the journey. It's the journey of you climbing that crystal staircase to give you that feeling inside that this was your journey, that you got through it. You dug deep inside and you found what it takes to reach your vision, to reach what you wanted to reach, because you've now created a hero. You've now created character. You've now created this iron will, because you walked through the mud, the dirt, the obstacles, the setbacks, the heartbreak, the tears, the blood, the fatigue, the unknown, the discomfort, the failure, the absolute sheer exhaustion to become who you are, standing at the top of this staircase, looking back and being the version of who you are today. And that, my friends, standing at the top of that crystal staircase, having reached those goals, looking back at the setback, at the failure, at the defeat, but you kept going, you kept climbing. That, my friends, is what's truly at the top of your crystal staircase.